Hello world, this is Enzo from SyncMonkey and welcome to Season 2 of Feature Friday. So for today's kickoff season episode, we're actually going to give you a part 2 of the company section. Now this section we did go over in depth in Season 1, but we only grazed the surface with that. So for today's episode, we're going to give you the full length feature and go over everything in detail. So let's hop right to it and log on in. So for the Season 1 episode of the company section that we did, we went over the core tabs on the left hand side, starting off with the main dashboard of your client when you first click on their profile, the sites this client has, and then their internal documents and employees. From here for Season 2, we're just going to go down the rest of the list, starting off with servers and devices. So this is pretty much where you can store all of your client's physical assets, such as a point of sale, a DVR. So when you click Add a New, let's say for example you want to set up a new printer for this client. And then for the device type, you can customize this in company settings, but the default setup is that there is actually a printer and copier type. Description, let's say this is the printer at the main office. And if needed, there's URLs, usernames, and tag numbers that you can input. For this particular example, I'm just going to set that the site is the main one, and then the location is again the main office. The next cool thing you can do is that for related documents, you can tag one of the documents you've actually pre-made for this client, and let's say we want to set up a how-to guide as a link towards it. So when you hit save, the printer will show up in your servers and devices list for this particular client, and you can view their information like the password and description of this device. The next thing we'll look at is software licenses. So this is pretty much any paid subscription your client uses, such as Office 2010, perhaps even QuickBooks. When we add a new software license, the most important thing to note here will be the expiration date, because the expiration date will actually populate in your main dashboard so that you can notify your client when, say, their HubSpot or their whatever software license they use is about to expire. You can add also various tags and have some notes, but again, the most important section will be the expiration date here. And then right below that is your other services, which is a very loose term, but we can say that's more so of a service that doesn't have an expiry date. So perhaps it's say Office 365, or maybe it's a social media account. When you add a new service, let's say it's a HubSpot account, for example, you have the website, the service type, let's say it's probably a web application category, username if needed. But the most important feature here is that you can set a one-time password key for this service. And you can do that by either taking a picture or by uploading a file. And then the last three tabs is starting off with the domains. Pretty much if your client has any domains that you want readily available, you can list them here. Archives, this is where you delete any information for your client's section. You can actually restore. So you can see here that I did a couple examples of the printer. I can restore it if needed. And the last tab will be the import vault. So this is any of the information that you import for your client's behalf. For this example, there's none, but from here, I just click on the three dots and I can import a CSV if needed. So there you go. That is the part 2 of our company section. And we want to thank you for tuning in for Season 2 of Feature Friday. We're going to keep coming at you every Friday going forward, and just stay tuned for new episodes. So this is Enzo from SyncMonkey logging off for now, and I'll see you soon.